Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Coup d'etat by Coes, performed by David Vries. For Charlie, you make me proud every day. The thunderbolt falls before the noise of it is heard in the skies. Prayers are said before the bell is rung for them. He receives the blow that thinks he himself is giving it. He suffers who never expected it. And he dies that looked upon himself to be the most secure. All is done in the night in obscurity, amongst storms and confusion. Gabriel Naudet. Prologue. Jinnah International Airport, Karachi, Pakistan. 1 year ago. With every plane descending from the sky at Karachi's Jinnah International Airport, the enormous crowd gathered behind the high barbed wire fence at the airport's perimeter became fanatical, screaming and shouting at the top of their lungs. CNN estimated the crowd to be more than 800,000. Al Jazeera, which had several reporters and cameramen on the scene, estimated the crowd to be at least 1.5 million. They had begun gathering at the airport the night before, after the polls closed. Already, more than 100 Pakistanis had died from the heat, and more than a dozen had been trampled to death. Each arriving plane led to a frenzied, almost panicked roar from the crowd. It didn't matter where the plane was arriving from. Every thobe-clad man and burqa-clad woman gathered in the scorching afternoon sun knew that sooner or later one of the planes would be the one. Every few minutes, as a PIA, Air Arabia, Etihad, Iran Air, or another airline's jet began its descent, the crowd began screaming and waving small, makeshift white flags with a black dot in the middle. In the distant azure, a white jumbo jet appeared. Inside the chartered Airbus A321, the row of seats were mostly empty. The first 6 rows had exactly one person per row, all Pakistani, all male. They were part of a security detail and wore military uniforms. In the overhead compartments, automatic weapons were stored. As the plane descended, each man moved to the window at the end of the row and tried to get a glimpse of the crowd they knew would be waiting. A few rows behind the security detail, more men were dispersed. They were all campaign staff members. There were a dozen men, mostly in suits, a few in ties. Some of them chatted quietly, while others typed on laptops. Several pored over newspapers. More than 25 rows back, separated by row.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?